right, guys, so welcome back to the channel. And in the last video, we saw how to create the save info screen. Today, we'll be looking at how to create the home screen. There you go, the home screen. Okay, so let's get right into it. Now, before you create the home screen, all right, so let's just say inside the screen, we'll say new file, and we'll say home screen dot that. Let's just import material for that. Let's just put a stateful widget and call it home screen. Of course, you have scaffold. And then let's look at it. All right, so this is what we'll be having. Let's get right into it. I think we have our body, then the save area, then the child will then be actually an icon. We say icons dot alternate email. Okay. Now, in order to see our progress, we need to install this into the navigation. And so we say route name, and let's call it home screen. With that done, just go to main.dat and say home screen.route name, context, and let's bring it to see context const, and we say not old school activity, but home screen. Great. So we come back to our save info screen, and where we have the save, we say navigate to home screen. Let's create that function. As I said earlier, this is just the UI part. And when we get to the business logic part of the app, we won't just be adding navigation. We would be going to every logical aspect to make it not just navigation. I hope you understand. So we just say navigation dot push name and say home screen dot route name. Just have to add the build context here, since this is a stateless widget. So context here, and then come back to where we have the error. Just pass it and pass in the context. Now I think if we save it, come back and say save, then we go back to the home screen. So in the home screen, let's get working on it. All right, we'll definitely be increasing the size. Let's say 45. I hope that is not too big. Okay, looking great. And actually, I think I was too hasty. We should wrap this in a padding. And you know me, I like using symmetric. So let's go the vertical to 15. Horizontal has maybe 15 as well. And then we'll also wrap this with a column actually. Let's see if it changes things. All right. So the next part is to create this. Now this is a whole section. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this in a separate widget. Okay, so let's do that. So in the home section, create a new folder called widgets. I'll just call this a post message, because that is every time you post a message, this is where you see them. So post message dot that. We have import material dot that. To be on the safe side, let's just use stateful widget and say post message. And this looks like a list out to me. Okay, when you look at it, you see more. It's more like a list now. And before we continue, what I want you guys to do is import Flutter icon. Okay, they have their icons are much beautiful than the custom icons we use. Okay, so while that is installing, let's just close that and you see leading. Leading will be a circle avatar. Okay, so circle avatar and we use background image, asset image, and the assets slash images. And we'll be using the rock.png. Let's just confirm that. Yeah, it's JPEG. Now let's just take this post message, come to home screen, and say fonts size box height 20, and let's just import that. All right, there we go. So now let's save it and see what we have. Okay, it's coming to shape. But I did forget one thing. Okay, the home screen had this bottom navigation bar. Okay, and we have to create that first. Okay, so let's do that before, and then we'll come back to this. But let's just create that first. So we'll put a pause to the post message, and then come back to the. So we come here and say just under this couple, we say bottom navigation bar. So bottom navigation bar. In the items, we have a bottom. We have bottom navigation bar item, and this is where we'll be using the Flutter icon we did. So icon light dot, and the first one, let's see, is home. So icon dot home. Let's just import that for could use them. So icon, all right. So let's just add trailing comments. Now we need to add a label or it will throw as an error for some reason. So let's just add the label and say that is the label out here. Yeah. Say boom. Okay. Let's just add trailing comments and let's see what we have. Okay. Let's just copy, paste, 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 and paste. Okay. Great. Now, second thing was a search bar. A kind of search. The third was that would be an edit square. The fourth will be a heart. And the last one will be a profile. So we have search. Let's just call it post, favorite, and profile. Okay. Let's call this to get rid of the errors. All right. Okay, now this is looking great, but we still have some configurations to do. First of all, we need to set the current index and we set it to page. We'll be creating that variable in a while. Also on tab, we'll be creating that also. So let's come here and say int parent index, which is the page will set to 0, and then we also create the on tab, which will take in an index, and then for set state, where the index is assigned to the page. All right. And one more thing, on we are cloning the threads clone, right? And so the we do not have the label shown. So show selected label will set to be false, and then show unselected label will also be set to false. All right. Now let's see what we have here, and there we go. All right, there we go. Now what I'll do is I'll create a new file and call it just home. Yes, I am very terrible at naming variables, but let's see. We'll call it home. Actually, wait. What we'll do first is we need to create a list of widgets. Okay, a list of widgets. I just call them screens. Right. So the first screen, which is the home screen, we'll create it here. We'll just call it home.dat. Okay, so let's import serial.dat. To be on the safe side, let's just create a stateful widget and let's call it home. Okay, so our first widget will be home. The next one, let's just create a center child text and say search. Let's do this 3 more times. Okay. And then let's just copy the save area. Let's just cut it. Okay, and then what did we name that variable? We named it screens. So just say screens page. Wait. And so here and let's just import post message. All right, and let's see what we got. So here it's still not working. So let's just hot restart everything. Okay, so after the hot restart, I think it's now working. Though we have such, let's just see post. Let's just say post. Let's just say favorites. And let's just say profile. Profile. Okay. Okay, so we'll be substituting these centers for the search, post, favorite, and profile when we get there. But now we are working on the home. So as I said, we'll be substituting these centers with the appropriate widgets when we get there. But now let's focus on the home and then the post message. So we had the circle avatar. So the next thing we'll continue to have a title. Now, if you are wondering what I am following, I'm just following this image here. Okay. So in the title, I think we've placed at the wrong place. In the title, we'll have a column. Then a children. The first will be text. I'll just put quick quotes there. Okay. Let's just save that. Let's see what we got. Let's go back to the home. Okay. This is what we have for now. And the next thing we will have is another text saying cloning the UI of threads. Hooray. Yeah, let's see what we have. Okay, I think let's see. Okay, then the next thing we would have is these favorite chat recycle buttons. So it will be in a row. Then the row will have children and we'll be having icons. We'll be using the package we installed. So we'll be using icon light, icon, if I can spell it well, icon light, okay, dot favorite. Let's just import this. Okay, and then iconly dot iconly iconly light dot chat. Then again, I could have just copied it there. Iconly light dot repeat, and then iconly light, and that will be share. Okay, I think the package we are using do not have this repeat. We just will be using normal icons dot repeat and then normal icons dot share. Okay. Okay, don't worry, everything will be coming. This what we do next is just a cross axis alignment. Cross axis alignment dot start. All right, everything is getting to shape. In the row, we will say main axis alignment, main axis alignment dot space around. Let's see what we have. Okay, that's too much space. So what we do is we wrap this in a container, remove the const, and give it a weight of say 350 or 350. And let's see. So let's give it a weight of 150. Okay, and that is looking great as well. Okay, and let's just do the space between. Let's save that and see what we got here. Okay, looking good. Now let's do a little space. We say height. Now I have been using the size box for a while now. You could also be using a spacer. Okay, let me call spacer. I can spell it well. Spacer as well. And it will also give you the same effect. I just prefer using the size box. So I'll just comment it out here for you. Okay, we are almost there. The next thing we'll be looking at is the 122, 1,721 replies. Okay, so the next thing we'll be looking at is this. Okay, so the replies and the like. So let's get out of the room and let's make this a size one to get rid of the warnings. Okay, for now let's just pause everything here and come back here to text. Now, for now, we'll just be hard coding. As I said, we'll just be hard coding. Next time, in the next part of this video, we will be dealing with all the business logic of the app. So for now, let's just hard code everything. The two replies. And we're getting an error because we are still in the room. And inside is outside the size box. All right. Okay. And this is looking great. Let's give it a size box and a height of 5. Okay. Okay, this is looking great, but I think that there's too much space here. So let's okay. Let's just make it answer by just removing this way and say cleaning the UI of threads. And I think that we have it. I don't know about you, but yeah, I think we have done the home page. Now we could post as many. Let's go back here and let's just pass everything here. So let's just post as many as we can. And there we go. What we could do is just we could either add size box here. If I can spell it. I want it here. I see. To give it a very nice shape. But yeah, I think this is also looking great. And so in the next video, we're going to look at the search functionality. Okay, so see you in the next video.